every last one of you all. Thank you all for being a part of this thing. Hopefully we can work out some of the kinks that we've been trying to get this footage out here a whole lot sharper, a whole lot better. I would say that I think I found a sweet spot. You just never know, right? But expectations for today, like I said, is going to be the one-on-ones. I think hopefully they'll do that. We're going to be positioned on the opposite side of the field today, and we're going to try to give you guys the most information that we can. Not saying that it's going to be the most accurate as far as the coverage goes, because we're up against the struggles of the internet out here. But I can tell you guys, it looks real good so far. I'm thinking that I'm in the right spot. It's a nice little connection. So I'm squeeze it over right here so you guys can see everything. Looks good, guys. It's all set up. NFL Network will be right there. The action is going to be on the left side of the field, the left side of the middle. So we got two fields here. It's going to be heavily on the defensive side. We're going to be perched way at top over here so that you all can see everything. And the expectations will be this: who can battle out for that position? Who can make that move and make that strive to be the best out there on this team? I'm going to tell you, the reality of it is that we need to see something as it relates to competition drills. I want to know whether or not these guys is on the low end of the rosters, like the wide receiver battles, the Cedric Wilsons of the world, the John Vaya Johnsons and the Guytons. We want to know whether or not they can emerge and be one of the guys to be on top of everything. That's what we're looking for. We really want to see if that is all possible. And I'm going to tell you guys, deep down in my heart, I really feel that the competitive juices should be there. Tristan, we want to see whether or not we want to know whether or not he's going to be able to get penetration. Now, they got the pads because they're going to be on today. That's another thing that we're going to be looking for, those pad levels, you know. Staying low, and we want everybody to be healthy, of course. We want people to remain healthy. That's the main thing, Cowboy man. Being able to be healthy in this situation. What's up, VTC? Really appreciate you. 1996. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Yes, it's a beautiful day today. The weather is nice. The wind is blowing just fairly. It's not a strong wind, but it's blowing pretty good. So far, so good, Cowboy Nation. Zach, you see me? What's up, man? The Lewis, he said, how much does it cost to get? Actually, all the Oxnard training camp is all free. They charge you for parking, though. You better use Pete and Paul or Uber. It's best to just park outside of Target parking lot and Uber your way in, or phone a friend and catch a ride out here. But the access is free. Now you got to pay for certain field access, and you got to pay for certain areas to get in there. You got to pay. Let me know, Cowboy Nation, if you see this image any choppy or anything like that. 'Cause I think I found a good spot. Anything on Randy Gregory? No, I don't have anything so far. Natasha, he says, thank you for the content. Really appreciate you for watching. Time to get a little physical. Get ready for the season. This is Perry. Yeah, it's time for the physicality to be there. It's time for people to earn their stripes, really. Or, in better terms, earn your star. Yeah, training camp is free. It starts today. It starts at 3:30. They're going to have Military Appreciation Day. So it's going to be more so on this side of the field. So that's where you're seeing the setup. They still going to set up right here. NFL Network still sets up right there. Because of the weather is always good under these trees, I guess. Johnson, really appreciate you. Said keep bringing the content. Oh yeah. No, but trying to continue to bring you guys this content all day, every day, even twice on Sunday. That's a cold name. Black like history. Yeah. Now they're gonna start coming out. Yeah, I want to catch a few of them, but they putting that white chalk down now. Guys, see it. This guy right here. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session as you take a deeper look at how the man lays down the white lines. You gotta be precise. You gotta be persistent. You gotta have that tenacity, that strength, and accuracy. You don't want the lines to be off, right? Let's zoom in. And he's finished. He laid the line, and there you go. He is, quote unquote, the real MVP. Stars in an hour feed me highlights. Yes, Pollard or Weber. Pollard all day. Pollard been doing his thing out there, Cowboy Nation. Now Weber shows that he got quick feet. I like that asset or skill set out of him. We'll see how it's going to translate when it goes down into the game process. Everybody's happy right now. 3 weeks and them boys will be, what you said, them boys will, okay. Yeah. John Vea or Noah Brown. I'm going to say this with the Noah Brown, number 85, and John Vea Johnson. I love speed, but I do not discount blocking ability. I love the fact that when you have blocking ability out of your wide receivers, because we are a run-first team, I love the fact to know that we got somebody that can block for us. But give me the speed too. Taking the top off the defense is something special. And then he's not a tiny guy that does it. He's a big guy. So I love every bit of it. Reggie Hernandez, shout out to you and all the people in Mexico. Yes, it's time to see competition, Cowboy Nation. Law, should we pay Ezekiel the main man Elliott? I saw that that conversation this morning with Stephen A. Smith and Michael Irvin. The boy was sweating through a three-piece suit. I'm gonna say this: we love the fact what Ezekiel Elliott brought to the table, and I'm gonna use this quote from my guy. DC Scouter. He said, and this quote unquote, he said not only Ezekiel Elliott was the NFL leading rusher, but for the Dallas Cowboys, he was the leading, and I'm talking about the leading receptionist, wide receiver. He caught more balls than any other wide receiver on this team. So if we do our quick math, if you get rid of Ezekiel Elliott, you get rid of that type of production. And I'm not saying that Tony Pollard can't catch up the ball out of the backfield and run in between tackles. But as a rookie, you don't want that guy. He don't have the frame and the girth and the width to do that all 16 weeks. So in my humble opinion, you got to find a way to pay Ezekiel Elliott. You got to find a way to pay Ezekiel Elliott. I don't know whether or not Jerry Jones said this, but he said that you can win a Super Bowl without Ezekiel Elliott. And I was sitting there like, come on, Jerry. That was heard. So I don't know whether or not that's true or not. But I can say this: Ezekiel Elliott is the end-all, be-all. Jerry needs to stop being cheap. Yeah, I mean, Jerry always been Jerry. Contract negotiation. We say player evaluation is 365. Contract negotiation is always 365. You always, and I'm going to repeat, you always, a living resume. You are, regardless of how you look at it. Regardless of how you look at it. Yes, Cowboy Nation. Yeah, Raul says his usage rate is crazy. Yes. Covington will start over Tristan. I agree. I mean, rookies, you don't want to throw them out there and they trying to think when they trying to shoot that gap. They don't have that physical manpower. You want to wing him on slowly. That's what I would do. I wouldn't try to give Tristan all of the responsibilities in the world. I would just give him some of the responsibility, but not all. Not all of the responsibility. We have to fit everyone under the salary cap. That's the trick. Salary cap can always be negotiated. I'm thinking that you can always manipulate the salary cap. Remember this. Salary cap increased by what, 10, 15%? I'm thinking next year it's going to increase by another 10 to 15%. So I think the salary cap is just a myth. Matter of fact, if we sign Amari Cooper, it'll actually put more money on him. We still have more money to play with. Somebody can do the math, somebody can crunch the numbers, and they will tell you right now that if we manage to work this thing out, Cowboy Nation, I think that we have over still $60 million. That's a lot of cash, baby. That's a lot of cash. Covington was a free agent still. This is from Robert Bennett. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Grasham, is it Grass Time? Grass Tim? Yeah, appreciate you, man. It's been a long time. Notorious win. It's undefeated. Blew that tripod stand down and everything over there. Mike Weber technically replaced Elliott already in Ohio. Huh. I didn't know you guys looked at it in those fashions. Yeah. He did it in Ohio. You got some boys tackling out here. Wrong man action. Real deal tackling. From my understanding, Joel, there's already been a contract extended out to Ezekiel Elliott. There's been a contract extended out to Amari Cooper. Lo and behold, there's been a contract already extended out to Dak Prescott. It's up to them. It's up to them to assign it. Remember, you got 3 parties in this contract. 3 parties. You got Jerry Jones, the owner of the team, being one party. You got the player being the second party. And then you got the agent being the third party. And I can use to say, okay, you are pre-approved for this amount, or you actually been approved for this amount. And then it's up to the agent to give you, this is the school district, this is how many, the commute to work and these sorts of things. It's up to that agent to do his job or her job to maximize your resources. So when the agent is talking to the owner, Jerry Jones, about Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott mind, he can say, well, I will sign a contract for $23 million. I'm happy with that. It's enough money for me to feed my family, more money than I ever had before. But the agent going to step in and say, hey, if you sign a contract for $23 million, it's going to affect how I'm representing you. You are really worth 33. You see, so the agent is going to make sure everything is fair and balanced. He or she's supposed to be unbiased in those situations. So the player then in return say, you know what, I'm just going to concentrate and focus on football. And I'm going to let my agent focus on the numbers. And I trust my agent to give me the best deal as possible, within reason. And everybody that signed this year signed above the fair market value or above the value. So we are looking at those type of things as well. Think about it, Cowboy Nation. These agents love JJ, Robert Bennett. I agree. Because think about the Earl Thomas situation. Let's just break that down right quick since we got spare time. when you mention the Dallas Cowboys, when you mention anything to be associated with the Dallas Cowboys, it drives up your market value. It drives up everything. Because people would like to look at that Herschel Walker deal. There's never going to be another Herschel Walker deal with the Dallas Cowboys. The reason being is because when you are a salesman or when you sell something to someone, the last thing that you want to be feeling like is somebody sold you a bag of no goods, right? So the Minnesota Vikings felt that they handed the Dallas Cowboys 3 Super Bowls, and it was the laughing stock of the NFL for those amount of years all through the 90s because they gave us everything for Herschel. So don't you guys think that when Jerry Jones trying to wheel and deal, when especially as it relates to trades, that in the original world, it will be a 3rd round draft pick for maybe Amari Cooper. But since he's mentioning that he's going to the Dallas Cowboys, that 3rd round then moves up to a 1st, just like Earl Thomas. Originally, I think that a team probably gave up a 2nd or a 3rd round pick for him. But since he's mentioning that he want to go to the Dallas Cowboys, it's 2 1st round picks now. The value increase when you mention the Dallas Cowboys. That's the reality of it. That is the reality of it, Cowboy Nation.
If I'm down that end.
That is the reality. VTC 1996. They got Jalen Jeffs as a linebacker in the depth chart. In his dreams, unless Jalen showing us some nice hip action, I don't think that he's going to play linebacker. In a 3-4, he'll be a linebacker.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But we'll see, though. What number is Jalen? Put that down for me. What number is Jalen Jeffs? I'll look out for him tonight or today or what have you.
That barrel and that cable length works. We're not taking hits.
Yeah. Hey, you're going to plug in the little one, okay?
Tyrone says, Law, you should start over and put down I do not own the rights to the music so they won't bother you. No, you got to understand that battle right there with the YouTube world is a battle that you cannot win. You got hungry artists out there that would claim your whole entire video if you play any of their music in the background. And you can put down fair use. You can look. Trust me, I fought that battle a long time. You cannot win against that. So it's best to not even have it in your videos at all. And that's coming from somebody. Even if you have a written agreement to play said artist's music in the background, that's a story of a different day. Yeah. Yes, indeed. So. And then on my on my tags on all my videos, I do have that disclosure statement. But YouTube is a beast. But it is not their fault. It comes mostly from, like I said, the agents out there. They trying to get their clients the most money. And they got those bots out there that will find you and take your whole stream down or take the remunerations from your stream. That's just how it goes. How does Michael Gallop look? Michael Gallop is bigger. I think that he got more upper body strength now. The core is strong and is all the way intact. So Michael Gallop, Amari Cooper, those two guys, man, they're going to have a good year. And they're going to be able to feed off of one another. And Michael showed that he can be the reliable X receiver in this offense. Although Amari Cooper, people like to think of him being the X receiver. Nah, Amari Cooper is going to be running more of the two and inside and outs and these sorts of things. But you put Michael Gallop on the island by himself, high point the ball, catch the ball, not afraid to go across the middle. So he does all of those things for your organization. Yeah. Zeke will be fine. The Cowboys will find a way to keep all three. I agree. I mean, if you look out in the stands, man, you see all 21 jerseys out there, man. I know it's just still early, so people are still filling in, getting off of work and these sorts. But Ezekiel Elliott, man, I think Jerry Jones is going to figure out a way to pay him and figure out a way to get things going. The other thing that I want to say, too, Flores, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Bobby, thank you, man. DC for life, appreciate you, man. Jeff, thank you, man, for your adulations, man, for this, man. I really appreciate it, man. Flores, 40K subs or something. 40K. Well, that would be the next milestone, 40K. But I really want to get to 50K by the end of the season. But if you add both channels together, yeah, I'll be at 40,000. But on this page, we always want to shoot for the high. Right? Shoot for the moon. If you miss, at least you land amongst the stars, right? Another quote that I always say, when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one, right? Dustin says, Duke Johnson, is he still out there? To me, give me another battering ram. Give me a Chris Ivory if he's out there. Give me a Jahe if he's available, if he got his knees in orders. Give me a Jahe. Yes, we will be doing a collab. I'll be live like 95 in Shango's spot, man. And we're going to be going over what we saw with our natural eyes out here on the field. Give you guys our takes right after. And I mean just that after this practice, we're going to try to get it in. People say, what's up with Duke Johnson? I just don't know. Remember, it's still the Lion season. We're going to have to wait for a couple of these training camps to go through, and then the teams will reach out to some of these veteran guys. Remember, the contract will be guaranteed for the entire season if a veteran guy is signed today. So I'm thinking that what they're trying to do is wait it out until after week 1. Then they will look at some of these guys, those veteran guys, and then from there, they would pick up some of those guys on their roster. Chris Warren cut maybe. Chris Warren played for the Seattle Seahawks. You talking about him? Best NBA player. I feel you, man. I feel you. Navarro, salute to you. They're setting up that James Slater. But, you know, never heard of Chris Warren. I think Chris Warren played for the, quote-unquote, Seattle Seahawks. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Robert says Weber plus Pollard equals Barber plus Jones. Fair or foul? Barber was a physical running back. He was the Marshawn Lynch before Marshawn Lynch was Marshawn Lynch. He was the original, in my opinion, beast mode. And if you guys think I'm lying, I don't know what year it was, but look up Dallas Cowboys versus the New England Patriots, and I promise you, 11 guys hit Marion Barber, and everybody thought that it was going to be a safety, and it didn't occur. Oh, he's a Raiders running back. Appreciate you, Juan Ramos. Law, were you sitting in the VIP area or the $20 area? I'm over here by the white tents right now, but I'm going to go back over there in the sun. I'm going to point. Shango's already setting up shop over there. I'm going to zoom in. I don't know if you guys can see Shango, but we're going to be way up on the top bleacher over there. That's where we're going to be at, because we're going to try to get some footage. And I looked at my cell phone coverage there. I had like 1 bar there, but I got like 3 bars here, so it shouldn't be choppy. Yesterday, I should have been right over here looking at all of the film, but you guys wouldn't get the good angle, so. Is Zeke there? Now, this is the thing. I'm going to put this out here on Live Like 95 segment. Dak Prescott, he went to Ezekiel Elliott. Well, Dak Prescott went to Ezekiel Elliott's birthday party, right? He hung out with Ezekiel and everything like that. It would be fair for Ezekiel Elliott to hang out with Dak Prescott for his birthday. Let me know, right or wrong. So at some point, those two gonna have to talk to each other and say to themselves, hey, what's the plan? Now, I'm thinking that they already talked to each other, but at some point, they're gonna have to go through some lines of communication and talk to each other. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, if you my dog, you my road dog, right? I go to your party, I set up the tables, set out the drinks and everything for you. Then when my birthday come around, you don't do nothing for me. I'm be like, man, come on, fam. Come on. Yeah. Dak isn't worth $30 million. He's not worth $30 million. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Who said that? Richard? I don't know, man, when you say worth versus value, you know. His value should be around 30 to 33 million. Now, worth is a whole nother story. Ezekiel Elliott is in Cabo now. He better be sending out some plane tickets for Dak to be out there and all of that offensive line. He better have an offensive line crew here, right? And George said he is worth 30 million. His numbers are better than Wentz. Yeah, I agree. Zeke needs to get his head out of his, you know what? Hey, it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Back up the Brink truck, 34 million on Dak porch. Yeah. True. Nobody don't need to go. This is Hope. Saying, Lord, nobody don't need to go to Cabo. That Cabo name been smeared all around the Cowboys. I know. I feel your Hope, but what I'm saying is that either he need to leave Cabo and come out here and celebrate Dak Prescott's birthday, or something need to happen. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So they need to figure out a way to celebrate Dak Prescott's birthday. Happy birthday, Dak Prescott. California Cowboy. What's good, man? Appreciate you. Zeke getting a break. He getting a break from all that eating he's finna do this year, right? Zeke argument is simple. Just pay me in my prime. Yeah, I agree. Zeke should be in Oxnard. This is hope. Yes. Like I say, when there's hope in the future, there's power in the present. And his presence needs to be felt. So he needs to be right here in Oxnard, celebrating Dak Prescott's birthday, at least touching the ball one time. So the fans, all these people who bought tickets to come here wearing the 21 jersey, they can get some line of appreciation for the nation. You know how they go. I think they're going to do defense versus offense. I think they're going to do tonight, the latter part, the versus Drew Broad, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for joining in. They have a military appreciation day. I think militaries today gets free access to a lot of things, free drinks and free VIP access and things like that. So I wish you was out here, Cowboys abroad. I hope Jerry comment don't muddy the waters for Zeke's future contract. I don't know, man. Jerry's a marketing billionaire extraordinaire. So got a lot of stuff. Oh, I didn't know my guy Voch Lombardi is live right now. Yeah.
Pollard as well as Mike Weber.
Yes.
Now, there were some interesting comments that came from Jerry Jones, the owner.
Yeah, them condos. Think about it. If anybody buy those condos, man, this be crazy. Because if I'm the other teams, if I'm the Giants, and if I'm the Redskins, if I'm the Eagles owner, I'll buy one. Hey, look, the Giants can buy one, the Eagles can buy one, and the Redskins can buy one, and open up that balcony, open up that front window, and just capture everything the Cowboys are doing. Or unless they're going to build a taller wall. Jerry needs to reach out to somebody to build a taller wall. There go a player coming out there on the field. Man, he got no love going out there. Who that is? Number 51. There we go. There we go. You know when they run out there, they get no love. It's sad they get no love. Special team get no love.
An August 6th deadline would be a win-win situation for everyone involved.
Yeah, there she go right there. She live on NFL Network. Yes. And they go Miss Price right there too. We double live, right? Y'all watching NFL Network plus this. Behind the scenes. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. Yeah. Look at that right here. We got things going. I'm trying to see if when the other players come out there, so we can take a real good look at them.
I love her. Like, she's asking me about the contract numbers. I don't know them, and with the restricted agent, it's a little bit complicated. So I appreciate the fact she knows I know everything, but heads up.
Oh, you guys can hear me, but you can hear me live on the TV. I need to hush a little bit. This guy live over here. See the little thing above his head, make him look like he's all polished and everything. Ink all three. I think they can. I think they can ink all three, Cowboy Nation. Yes. Sunday will be nice, man. Sunday will be nice. All right.
Real quick, so Todd Archer has the ESPN. I'm reaching back out to my sources to confirm it. So
yeah, I didn't want to, because I got a loud voice, so I don't want to mess them up while they live. But Cowboy Nation, I've got to get back to my side, man. I really appreciate you all. I've been live on this phone for about 34 minutes. You guys can hit up anybody else that's live right now. Throughout the day, we'll be jumping back and forth with the live segments. But I really appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, folk know where to go when they want to tune into Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.